Alright, hello everyone. Stockmaster back here with another video for you all. Before we start, please subscribe, like, and share if you haven't already. This will help out the channel a lot. And of course, try to watch the whole video if you can, because I don't want you to miss out on any important information I'm going to share with you guys today. I appreciate every one of you all, and let's get to the topic. If you haven't heard already, the famous ARK is coming out with a new ETF. This new ETF is going to be called ARKX, a space exploration ETF. The current release date is not known yet, but I just want to do a quick review on the ETF potential. And of course, I want to advise you guys on what you guys should be looking into before the ETF is released. There's a lot of opportunity, and you don't want to miss on any of the opportunity before the ETF comes out. All right, so let's look into the ETF speculations. So these are things that I think that might happen with the stock. Okay, so like other ARK ETF, this ETF could potentially be actively managed. Of course, I believe that they're going to charge 0.75 per year, which is $75 for every $10,000 investment. And if you guys recall recently, when Tesla got added to the S&P 500 last winter, every fund within S&P 500 had to purchase shares of Tesla. Well, with the ETF IPO coming out, right? It's similar, but instead of everyone buying this ETF will have to buy shares and stocks from companies and to put into their portfolio. So let's look at areas that this ETF could possibly be focusing on. I actually found this website on ARK webpage, and it's really informational. So let's look at it. Let me open that up. All right, so the area I want to focus on is the inception date. Okay, so as you can see, it says August 2018. So what does that mean for us, right? That means that ARK could probably anticipate coming out with this ETF 3 years ago, and they already have strategies put into place to start this ETF. That's good for us investors because we know that they have a laid out plan. And of course, with that, like I said, they have investment focuses, right? Reusable rockets, orbital aerospace, suborbital aerospace, aero drones, 3D printing, and enabling technology. And of course, if you want to go ahead and visit this website, feel free to. The website link is up here. Just type it into your browser and do your DD, okay? Alright, so with that, let's look at some potential companies that could benefit from this ETF release. I provided the current price and market cap for you already, so just take a look. The first stock is AJRD. It's a top stock in rocket engines. The second stock is IRDM, a stock revolving around satellites. The third stock I'm going to show you guys is Virgin Galactic. It involves space tourism, and that's going to boom in a couple years. And of course, the next one is MAXR, Maxar Technologies, one of the companies selected by NASA to build NASA Lunar Gateway Space Station. And of course, I want to talk about why we should look into these companies, right? The reason is the ETF will have to buy shares of companies to create their portfolio. And these could be potential companies. Of course, there's many other stocks, so definitely look into those stocks, do your own DD, and invest in what you believe will blow up. Of course, I have some honorable mentions that I want to talk about. So SpaceX is the first one. They haven't IPO yet, so they don't have a ticker symbol, but they could potentially in the future come out. And as you may already know it, Tesla's owner Elon Musk owns SpaceX. ARK also invested in Tesla stock before, so that means that they could potentially invest heavily in SpaceX. And then the next one we're going to talk about is NNDM, Nano Dimension, a 3D printing company. If you're currently following the stock or investing in the stock, then you already know that ARK have bought a lot of shares from the stocks before. SpaceX ETF could heavily invest in NNDM when it comes out. We're never too sure whether they're going to do that or not. Of course, I myself actually have a couple hundred shares in NNDM, and I plan to make a video on this stock in the future. So definitely turn your notification and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, some of you may be wondering, who is Cathie Wood? So she's basically the mastermind behind ARK. You can pause the video here and read the description if you want to, but I'm just going to do a TLTR, right? A quick summary. Cathie Wood launched ARK in 2014. ARK didn't do too well until 2017. 3 years, right? If you follow ARK, then you'll know that currently they're doing really well within the stock market. Their share price have risen significantly in 2020. It looks like they will generate more cash, and this will increase their ETF in 2021. Cathie Wood is a bold prediction, so she is known for bold predictions and making smart investment. Nowadays, whenever she invests in a company like NNDM, right, the company gets a lot of attention from all investors. Of course, I would like to praise her investment methodology because I actually think it's pretty smart of her. Her rule of thumb is that she doesn't invest in anything that have less than 15% growth potential annually for the next 5 years. So what does that mean for us investors? That means that we'll never have a losing play within this ETF. That means that this ETF will constantly grow, and that's good for investors. Anyway, some of you by now may already know the answer to this question. Will RX be successful? I myself believe that RX will be successful as long as Cathie Wood is leading the company. Also, this ETF will be actively managed, and that's good for investors, just like I mentioned earlier, because we don't have to worry about ETF having a losing stock in the portfolio. Nobody wants a losing stock in the portfolio. All right, this concludes this presentation and my perspective on RX. I plan to get some share when they release. Like any other ETF I'm currently holding shares of, RX will be a long-term hold for me. I believe in the leadership and mission of RX. If you don't know the mission of ARK, definitely look into it. They have a good mission. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed this video, please share with your friends and peers. I don't want them to miss out on any information, and you shouldn't either because we should all get rich together. Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on RX. See you in the next video. Get rich and good luck, traders.